Coach, if you don't mind, kind of maybe give us a little bit of the State of the Demon address here. What the folks are inside, what they have to look forward to today.
Yeah, well, we're 1 week away from game day today, so that's pretty exciting. So it's been a long time coming. And, our football team hasn't played a game since mid-October, so we're on the longest break of anybody in the country. And I feel like we've had a really good, upbeat, positive preseason, and it's been neat this week. The school started, and we're a week away. The guys are getting a little bit itchy, a little bit snappy with each other at practice. That's to be expected, and that just tells me they're ready to play somebody else. So I think those are good things, and we're going to be a young football team. It's a rebuild for sure, as everybody knows and everybody expected. But I like where we are. Right now we got 107 guys on the roster. 54 of them are brand new, 53 of them are returners. So it's right at half the team was not on the roster this time last year. So it's been neat to see the culture kind of come together and blend both of those groups. And I'm excited where they are. As a coaching staff, we kind of pinched ourselves a couple of times in the preseason that preseason went a little bit too smooth. Things were going well, and we really didn't have any issues come up, and we stayed pretty healthy, and the guys have worked hard and had a good attitude, and I think they're just excited to get to play football again.
Coach, can you describe the transformation of attitude or personality of your team from day one to today?
Oh, it's night and day. Yeah, when we first got there, I took the job November 27th, had that first team meeting, and had guys stand up and introduce themselves and each other, and they didn't know each other's names. And now when I have individual meetings with them, all they talk about is how close they are as a team. And, in my opinion, as a staff, we've still got a long way to go in that category. But they are kind of buying into the team mindset and putting the team first. And this day and age, that's kind of a rare thing, with the NILs and the transfer portal and all that. And they're seeing things big picture. And they're a group of guys right now that I think are excited to be at Northwestern State. And that's where they want to be. So that's kind of been a fun transformation to watch. And if we can get that right and continue to build on that, the football piece on the field will come.
Anytime you take over a program like this that has a lot of hurdles to overcome, hasn't had a lot of success lately, there's a little extra to it. How much has the team bought into your message so far?
Well, you say we haven't had a little success lately. Right now we have the third longest losing season streak in the country at 15 years. Right. So that's not lately, that's a long time. We haven't had a winning season in 15 years. Cornell has been 17 and Mississippi Valley has been 18 years. So we've got some work to do. When we play Tulsa next week, it'll be 663 days since we won a football game. And that is what you call a lack of success lately, for sure. But they have bought into and realized that for that to change, things have to change. I think that's the definition of insanity, is to keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So I think they knew that there were a lot of things within the department, within the locker room, within themselves individually that they had to change to get it right. It's been neat to watch guys kind of find things that they have to do personally to make it right, because it kind of starts with you individually. So they're buying into it, they're believing it, and there's very few guys right now as we go down our roster, we say, okay, this guy's just not there yet. We're not talking about it on a football standpoint, we're talking about from a buy-in and a cultural standpoint. So we've come a long way in a short time there. By no means are we there yet, but as I mentioned, it's been encouraging to watch.
Coach, what inspired you to take over the program, come in there, knowing the history, all of this that you've been talking about?
Yeah,
why did you choose?
That's my favorite question lately. Why would any coach in the world not want to be the head coach at Northwestern State right now? Because if you're a coach and you're coaching for the right reasons, and we all say that we get into coaching to grow and develop and mature and mentor young men, why would 250 people not have applied for this job? Because where else in the country is there not a better opportunity to speak into the lives of young men right now than Northwestern State? So the reason you didn't is because people are coaching for the wrong reasons these days. People are coaching for a paycheck and a contract and try to get a bigger job. So, I came from a place where I was having a lot of success. I was very comfortable. I could have stayed there my entire career and been just fine. Or I could have waited on a program at this level if I wanted to move up levels that was, winning championships, and maybe that coach retires or he moves to a bigger one, and slide right in and keep doing what he's doing. But how good would I feel about myself? And if you're really coaching for the right reasons, you ought to want to take over a job like Northwestern State right now. So to me, that was a no-brainer.